and welcome to Albert, the technologist. How everyone doing today? Hope everybody's fine. Okay, so as I mentioned in the prior video, um, there's ways to make the machine faster. You know, I don't know. I guess people are talking about this graphic thing, the GPU accelerator, and when you go into your system to pull it up, you put graphic. It's not there. See, there's something that says go and change, but you can go into the registry and toggle it from one from disable and two to enable. That's right. You can go into the registry and do it. Type win button or the flag. Hit R. Type in. Let's see if this will do it. It's reg. It should be reg edit. Let's try reg without the S. Ah, there you go. I know you can go through the hoops and go into the system. I believe it's under. I just did it on the other machine to check. It's already enabled by default. It's to accelerate the GPU on your graphics card. It depends what kind of drive system. System. Let's see if I can remember from control set. Control. I think I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Graphics driver. There we go. Graphics driver. There it is. There it is. I'm pretty good. I remembered. So you go in here. This is it. Be careful in here what you do. If you're not too sure, I could write a script and it will just do it for you. Because that's what I was going to do. You just give the script permission. You know, like either a batch file or a com file or a command file, CMD. Um, you just click on modify here and you would just change that 1 to a 2 and that's it and hit OK. Boom, it's done. See? That's all you have to worry about. Then your machine will work. Because for some reason, I know a lot of them said to update the driver, but you can go right into the registry and do it. So there you go. That's how you would do it. But you can see by default it's already enabled. I used to go on the registry to do a lot of things because the registry is where everything is at. Of course, you have group policy too. You know. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring up group policy. I don't know if I remember showing anybody this. GP is GP edit. Ah. I messed something up. I know I forgot something. It's group policy. GP edit. Oh, I guess I have to type more into it. Well, in there's a way to increase the bandwidth. Another way to do it, you can, let's see. I mean, I can bring it up, but. Oh, yeah, I did show you that. I did show how that's done. It's in one of the other videos. Um, oh, no. Whoa. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I got a lot of things to do. That's why my mind's like trying to figure everything out. Here's a program called I don't go low. Let me see if I thought I deleted that stuff. I deleted that stuff. Why is it still? Okay, I didn't right click on as administrator. So this is open. Shoot, two of them opened up. Two. So this is free. It comes from the people from speedguide.net. It's been around for a long time. But they figure you can the max you can go is 100 for the speed. But people have gigs now. So let's skip it. Something's wrong with. Oh, it opened up another one. Oh my. Skip it. All right. So what happened here is. Hmm, wow. You see something here? That's the old one. This is the new one. The MTU needs to be changed to 1500. That would explain some things. I can't do that now when you're on the phone because the system needs to be rebooted. And let me see if I can. Okay, well, it's okay. So it needs to be 1500, not 900, 9000 BTU. That's too slow. Because you click on optimal. See, it goes to 15. This is the setting. This is the current setting, so you can see what's disabled and not disabled, and then optimal. That's how this would work. So it's pretty much. See, current. Oh, okay, that's what I had. Oh no, 0000. I think I changed it already, but when I put the NIC card, I'm gonna knock that settings out. So you want 10 maximum connections at it. By default, I think the local priority was like 499, some ridiculous number. I don't know why Microsoft don't fix it. It doesn't make no sense why they do that. Windows default. There it is. See, Windows default. This is what it looks like. 4, 2, and then you have general settings. That's the default when you open it. Optimal, it changes. You got 1500. This bar means you can go faster, but I don't know. That's what they assumed. So this is what it would do. And you hit apply, and what it'll do is it'll back it up, and because it changes the registry, it changes the settings in the registry, and then that's it. A script could do the same thing too, but I'm not gonna run that. That's another way to speed up the system right there. Or you can run the WiseCare cleaning programs. You can. No, that's not where I want to go. Where is the other setting? There's another setting to go into. Okay, so this is the onboard NIC, which is bad in the system. I replace it with one of those USB to the. Sometimes those things get overheated. Um, so a lot of people are using IP6. You can have both. If you turn off 4, you might have problems getting to your files. It depends what you're using for a file system. If you're running something that can support 6, then you run 6. 6 is faster. It's 128. But it's 128-bit versus 32-bit. But you want to configure the, the NIC. We call it network interface. That's what it stands for. If you so my NAS can handle jumbo frames. So I said by default it's not even turned on. So you want to turn on jumbo frames. You want to offload. So that means NIC card do the work and not the CPU. That's another thing too. You don't want the CPU to manage the network card. So you want to offload to turn that on. So you want the network card with this built-in processor unit, right? The NPU, that's a network processor unit. You want it to do the work, not your processor. That's the problem with these things. They're set by default, and that's why, oh, my PC is slow. Well, that's it. And here you can go negotiate. It depends what you got in the house. If you got switches like what I got from the job, not from the job. I mean, I bought my own. But I'm just saying, you can go in there and change the settings. You can go full throughput, 1 gig, or whatever it is supported, and you can change it here, full throughput, so it goes faster. More data files you can transfer. When we get multimedia, house, and all that stuff, you might want to consider that. Otherwise, you don't want to leave an auto. This assume whatever they, what speed to try. These settings you can do VLAN. Some people have VLAN in the house. It depends on how you want it. And then you want the shut off and these things you want to. You don't have to really play around with it. Just be careful what you select, because if you select the wrong thing, you're gonna run into problems. So the main thing is the speed, the NS offload, and the jumbo frames you're gonna worry about. Power management. A lot of computers turn off stuff to save power. Well, yes and no. I mean, if you leave it off, you get no updates. If it turns off, sometimes it might not turn back on again. You're going to have to, in this case, a USB, you have to unplug it. So it's something you want to think about. It saves power, but And Bluetooth, if you don't need it, you don't have to have it on. Remember, everything uses up power. Another thing you can play around with too. Let's go back into settings. Power. It should come up. Alright, so power mode, best performance. Why is it? Okay. Balances by default, but that's if you have battery, like a laptop. But even on a laptop, you might want to push the laptop. Because remember, the laptop might say, like for instance, the gateways I got, they have that N4020. They can go up to I think it's 2.8. But if you put on balance, you can get the lower. So the system will say, well, it needs more power, so it'll kick it in. But remember, when it's running more power, full power, full speed ahead, what happens to full speed? More steam, like Scotty in Star Trek. More energy. So it's going to use more battery. So you have to think about that. Let's see what I do here is sleep. Ooh, turn off the screen after 30 minutes. Oh, I should turn it over 15. When plugged in. Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm gonna change it back to 30. Yeah. Well, I have this at full speed ahead. I get the full. It's supposed to be 3.2, 3.7. So it's almost 4. You can't. This one can't overclock. This is an APU from what do you call it? ADM. Sorry. So the APU is pretty quick. I mean, you got 4 cores, and then on the GPU is, I think it's 8 cores on that. So it's pretty quick. So that's what comes in. So those are ways. Another thing that a lot of people don't do is the machine. If you smoke cigarettes or somebody smokes cigarettes, this machine sucks everything into the heat sink, and the power supply, the PSU in the back, where you plug it in. I don't want to touch it. Sometimes you touch it. And if the vents look dusty, shut this thing down. And we gotta take it outside. Another video I'll show you how to do that. You need a blower. Yes, a leaf blower, because that thing can blow, and you have to wear a mask because that dust flies all over the place. If you guys are sensitive to dust, you might want to wear a shield. I know it's going overboard, but because that dust flows out. I can tell that dust needs it, because it depends. It depends on how hot the machine is. I can with the WiseCare. It has a feature on. I just upgraded the 6.12. I got them to give me color black and gray instead of having that bright white. You see the difference? I gave them some suggestions. CPU. Let's see what the temperature is. If it's too high, it's 115. Gonna have to blow it out, because you don't want the fins in there. It should be low. That means it's struggling. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be cleaned up. So I'll have another video where we're gonna go outside, and I'm gonna show you what I do. And you should do it like every what 6 months. You don't want to go a year, because I don't care how clean anybody's house is. These machines suck the air to keep cooling, and dust is gonna go in there, and the fins on the CPU. I don't have any. Yeah. This too. I got this when I got the drives. I got this. This is a i3 core in here. Does it work? I don't know. I don't even know if this board works. I have RAM for this. I can play around with this. See the built-in graphics on this? Okay, it has. Oh, okay. So it does have digital. This port here is a DVI. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, digital video only. This is like what I have here. Built-in NIC. It has 1, 2. Oh, it has USB 3.0. Oh, that's pretty good. It's 2 standard, and so it's 4 ports here, and it has fiber optical. Wow. It's not bad. Legacy. It's an older board though. This is an i3 is running at the. I don't have my thing. Gotta be prepared when you go out in the world, out in the road. Can't see anything because I forget what this says. Let's see. Okay, this is it. This is an 89. This is a core 3. This is a. This is a 3.1 gigahertz. No, wait a minute. This must be the code. 2100. I have to look it up and see what that is. I don't know if this is any good. It could be. Oh. I'm not gonna make a bottle with it. And he gave me all that stuff. I figured, why would he have it in a box? That made no sense. Okay, this too can speed up the machine here. System tune. Oh, it says 3 things need to be optimized. What is the third thing? Let me see what the third thing is. Disable defrag system on boot to increase the SSD life. Optimize. Alright. Disable defrag system on the boot to increase SSD. Disable auto defrag to increase SSD life. Disable patch on to increase the work life. Okay. Enable the trim to improve the SSD. Gotta check on those little ones too. Alright, so start up is another place to speed up the machine as well. This tells you how many seconds here. Sometimes, let's see, I have to run this. This is for the printer. Alright, optimize. I'm still there. When you install programs, always check. This is, you can't get the, I know it says Pro, but you can get the free one. You can, the free one allows you to go in here and change. It's just the privacy. You want to be able to do the privacy protector. You scan it. Uh-oh. It found stuff. Uh-oh. Better clean. Okay, good. I'm protected. System cleanup scans the registry. Alright, PC checker already ran that. When they I keep checking on it because I want the system running at full steam ahead. I think if there's like a Scotty from Star Trek in your system. Okay. And that's about it. The NIC card. if you got, like I said, you got one of these hard drives, you're gonna have to defrag them because they can slow down the machine. Or better yet, get rid of them and get an SSD. You know, and you'd be surprised how fast the system will boot up. But remember, you know, the SSD, you know, it's memory. Time read write. You know, they'll tend to slow down. There's utility kits that come with them that's supposed to help tell you their condition. Let me see if Silicon Garagement gave me one of those. Oh, oh. That's strange. Oh, this Wise Memory Optimizer. It frees up the memory. There's too many toys in here. I don't know where that is, and I forgot what the name of that would be. I thought it was gonna be. I might have not downloaded and installed it on this one. This is MPT drive set. Oops. What is that? MPT drive. Ooh. Hitting the wrong button there. What else can I think about? Okay, we did the NIC, hard drive, and the GPU setting. Oh, I showed you where it was. But everybody, if you install the machine, it's gonna be there by default. That's something they. So what I think about Windows so far? Um, the new version here. I mean, it's working. I mean, we're all gonna have to go to it. You know, it's just a matter of a choice. You know. Oh, I don't want to go in there. Strange. Did they change something? Oh. Okay. Well, this is a machine that is not on the list. So this is unsupported machine. So the two desktops are like that, and there's another laptop in the house that's like that. Only got the two machines from Gateway are not. They are supported. Yeah. I also have. I had two of these in the house. Two. This is an Acer netbook. It was $249 a couple of years ago. Does it work still? Yeah. I don't use it though. I took it apart. What I did is I put an SSD in there to speed it up. But this is on a single processor, and it only has I think the processor is like a. Oh, wait a minute. I can't put the processor in here was again. This Atom processor. That's right, Atom processor. I upgraded the memory to 2 gig. It only had 1 gig in this. I mean, this still works. Don't get me wrong. But this is wireless 802.11G. And I had an Asus. The Asus, I sent it back to Asus because the screen was messed up. So basically, I told them, I wrote them a note, said the screen is bad. You need to replace it. So that's it. Oh, okay, it's updating the printer. Everything updates. It's pretty quick, so it's done. I don't know if I can do a speed test. Let's see. So I can show you the network speed. But I did see that setting in there. Alright, we don't need all this. And close this, close this, close this, close this, close, open this, close this. So fast.com. Let's see. Remember, I got the video going on in the background, so it might be not that fast. I don't know. It says powered by Netflix. 280. Should be higher than that. I just want to go up to 500. I'm not gonna get what I'm supposed to be getting. 1.2 down. With Legacy, it should be the max. Should be because 1 gig is 600. So what, another 200. You gotta figure each 100 is 60. That's another 120. So we go like 720. But if everybody is on, okay, so the box is outside. So you get the box. It handles 4 houses. And if, I know they don't use one next door. They got satellite and fake optical from. Okay, I should call it fake because I know how it works. And say the house over there got the cable company and this one and this one, and they're using it like crazy. And, it's not gonna. That's the whole point of this. I can't get my full speed. If they got the same thing, we'll all be fighting with each other. That's the drawback with this stuff. There's nothing else really to show you. Because what's happening here is control delete. Task. The recorder is taking up 45% of the CPU. And Chrome. Oh Christ! Chrome went out of control one time. I couldn't figure out what was going on. It took up 3 gig of RAM. I have more than that. A lot more. You have to. Why is this running? See? That was from the backup program. That was running in the background. Oh yeah, another thing with Chrome is every extension tool, like blocking tools, they take up RAM. So okay, this is a speed up thing. I can show you what you should have on your machine. It depends on where you're gonna go with your computer. See, I use well, I don't need it for this because I don't see ads. If you had ads, use AdBlock for YouTube. AdGuard, AdBlock. Then you would go down. This guy, he came up with this idea to clean the performance, but sometimes it don't work right. So this you don't need because you don't have that. Fair AdBlocker is good. Ghostery is good. Now you're saying, gee, you're running all this, ain't your system gonna slow down? No, they'll run. You got HTTPS. That's forces the sites to use the protection. I should have Google Translate. I leave that on. I used to just be able to go. I used to write a script. I used to charge for my program, so people would send an email, and that would kick in and send them to the invoice, and they would just select what they want and send that invoice to me. And then I'll take care of the rest. I had a pretty good system, and that's what that's for. I should get rid of that. One tab is supposed to increase the RAM available on your browser. Pop-up blocker for Chrome. Actually protecting because things pop up they're not supposed to. So these are, and then uBlock original is good too, and another blocker. Yeah, trust me, there's things on here you don't know what. It's like open season because the internet's a different ball game today. But that's the way it is. Okay, I think that should cover up everything. So another video. I can't do it today. It's raining and I'm not gonna go out there and take the machine. But my machine needs to be clean. I'm gonna go out there and take the blower. I'm gonna wear my full hazard mask. You might laugh, but I don't want no dust. There's a lot of dust in there. So I'll blow out the whole machine and it'll be like brand new inside. And it'll run better. Same thing your car or your SUV or your truck. You know, that air filter in there, you gotta clean it out, right? Or replace it. You know, same thing with the oil. The oil filter will be changed too. You know, like you gotta clean it out so the machine the vehicle runs smoothly. Same thing with this. I'll show you that. I think the other computer too needs to be done too. No, but that's it. Okay, I think I covered everything else. CPU. Yeah. Okay, some CPU software on your computer, like AMD, not this one, the one in the other room there. It can be overclocked to match. Right now it's 2.8, and I can bring it up to 2.2. That's the maximum. I can't go over it. That's it. That's a dual core, but the GPU is 4 cores, where this one is 8. And so that's how that one works. That one you can play good games, but it only has 8 gig of RAM, while this one goes up to 32. Now I know you got new ones that go up to 64, or even more. But back then 7 couldn't handle a lot of stuff. So. Hey, trust me, go to 11, because you know 10 has issues, with a lot of annoying issues. Does 11 have some issues? Well, I reported a lot to Microsoft. You know, hopefully they'll fix it. And they seem to be fixing it. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. I like how everything is in the center, but I have a lot of icons and they do spread out. It's my games here. Well, these are my games. This is in the wrong place. These can stay there. The games are here. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I do appreciate your spending some time with me and learning more about how to fix your machine and how to fix the NIC card and how to fix the GPU if you don't have that setting there, and explain to you, why Windows out of the box is still sluggish a little bit when it comes to networking, because everything's still set to the default. I need to say, hey, you need to speed up the system, because everything's still, you forgot one thing, you forgot the network. It's still saying the same thing that it used to say on the 7, on the 8, under all of them. It's the same setting. They never change it. It's like they do everything else, but I figured the net card would, actually do it. But anyway, okay, that's enough. Okay, thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully this will help. Alright, so next time we will, well, let's see, Office, not much to talk about there. Oh, they have a new, oh yeah, they do have a new look for Office. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, my word changed. Yeah, it's black. And then when you, let me, I can't show you my badges, but instead of scrolling downward, you can flip across. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Can I show you something like that? Let's see if I can show. Can't show you private stuff. Well, Word can read PDF. You just can't, you can't, alright, I don't know what to do with this one. Alright. Well, you see how it is? If you have more screens, you go. Yeah, I was looking at the 7. That's the one I have. That's what this one is here. For those on Black Friday, like last year, this one was like, this is the 7 that was on for $39. But they don't. It doesn't have all the specs like it's supposed to tell you what's exactly. And that has 2 tweeters and a subwoofer. There's 4 speakers in there. It's not a bad little sound block card. There's a 6 out there too, but they don't have all the specs. I guess people don't want to know, but I don't want to know. Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it. So I'll give you a little rundown of what's going on. But try the Wisegear. You know, it's up to you. I mean, there's other brands out there, but you know, the free works. If you want Pro, you can get Pro. Anything calling home, you can always block it. I teach you how to do that in the firewall. You know, you get to see how that's done, and you learn a lot. All right. Take care now, and thanks again for stopping by. And check on the forum. There's a lot of stuff you're gonna read. We're gonna have reviews and this watch here. I think that's the next thing I'll do. Review. I'll set up these videos, you know, as soon as I can. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It's very important. You know, I do appreciate it. You know, it helps out with the algorithm from YouTube. You know, I'm gonna teach you everything I know. And what happens when you use printers? I have a Canon Mac here. When the Canon printed, I don't want to work. And the printer jams. And there's no paper stuck. It could be a sensor that's bad. All kind of weird stuff. But hey, we're here to help. All right, take care now. Thanks again for stopping by. Bye for now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.